like that. It's definitely very good. Seems to like it. But our next generation is graduated, so it's gotten a little bit.
So they.
Yeah, she had gone to. So it's actually.
This is one of those things. There'll be some.
Commissioner Taylor's not here. I just found that out earlier. She was not here. Are you doing this presentation today?
Just a recap.
The one they were gonna do last time,
No, we didn't.
and then you said, no, you don't need to, and you're like, out.
Oh, it was a long.
It was that.
Yeah, it was just 6, we'd have been here at 6:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6:45.
Just to what it is.
And then after
It wasn't
dinner.
dinner. It wasn't dinner.
He's out of here.
And this is our interaction.
So
Here's the.
that's all she takes.
Yeah, so what they have to do is.
These guys. And, you know, you can't just say, hey,
Okay.
it's just.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
But what I can do meditation, you know.
But usually they have
There's
general
some
services, the accounting streams, request for knowledge house, and then they use the accounting streams.
Well, maybe I'll just try and do it now, because.
If it hasn't done it.
And now it'll come up again.
Normally, the last time I tried to, do that, he said, no, we can't, you know. So, it's just, which I don't think.
I mind creating
Screens,
attitude.
then they need actually, it's on hand, they can check, I guess.
Yes, they will try to get it on. And I put a note, so here, so it's very different asking. So don't have you between and he's one of the. This is me. This is. Because it will be. This is. One of those other stuff. You don't. Still good to you?
You know,
You, I'll bet. Yeah, Oh, I need to go shop at night.
Especially on weekends. Kind of. December has. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, briefly, we're like.
Oh, it's close. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all of our money's going to that.
Oh, for sure.
All
Good call. Here. Great call.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Hi. Hi. You're sitting so low. You're a low rider. Right. Won't you just pump it up a little bit? I'm good. ready? The Board of Parks and Recreation Commissioners of Kansas City, Missouri meeting for September 9th, 2025 is hereby called to order. Will Secretary Houston please call roll?
Commissioner Smith,
Present.
Commissioner Contreras. Commissioner Myers.
Here.
President Hayden.
Here.
Commissioner Taylor is absent. Director Patton.
Here.
Thank you. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the August 19th, 2025 board minutes. May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item has passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32976, considering board approval of amendment number 1 to the cooperative agreement with Cristo Rey of Kansas City, Sisters of Charity of Leavenworth High School, to add additional community center sites as participants in the work study program. The Superintendent of Community Services Division, Jennifer Jett, is here to speak.
Hi, thank you. So this is an amendment to add some additional locations for our intern program that we started last year with Cristo Rey. We are putting forth this amendment simply because we did not realize that we were going to add these locations, but we still wanted to add them for this school year. So we'll be adding on Tony Aguirre Community Center, Greg Kleiss Community Center, and Marlboro Community Center for the participants of the internship program. And we recommend approval.
I'd love to see it. Congrats. Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item has passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32977, considering board approval of the cooperative agreement with the West Side Neighborhood Association for a community grant to subsidize swim lessons and/or camp registration fees in the amount of $800. Ms. Jett.
Thank you. So the West Side Neighborhood Association came forward to provide a community grant for eligible participants. This grant can be used for level 1 or level 2 of swim lessons, or for our camp registration fees. And we recommend approval for this. It's an $800 grant that we'll be providing to participants. Just to put that into maybe some reference, a session of swim lessons costs $40 and a week of summer camp costs $100. So this will cover several swim lessons and several weeks of camp. And we hope to continue these partnerships as well.
Right.
Any questions?
Really appreciate this partnership. It's a great way to connect. Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item has passed. Thank you, Ms. Jett. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32978, considering board approval of the amendment to the facility use with concession agreement with Quez Beasley and the 3rd annual 18th and Fine Art Festival for a partial fee waiver. Events Administrator Rob Loya is the sponsor of this memo.
Good afternoon, thank you. Yes, the Parks Department will now partner with this event, and the fee has been waived by 50%. Any questions?
Well, thank you for that revision. Move
Absolutely.
to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item has passed. Thank you, Mr. Loya.
Thank you.
All right.
We only won today.
A record for him. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32979, considering board approval of a grant award from Street Soccer USA for the 9th and Van Brunt athletic fields, and approval of the use of $196,225 from the Special Gifts Fund for the project. Deputy Director James Wong is here to speak on this item.
Commissioners, Street Soccer USA is offering a grant in amount up to $450,000 for 2 FIFA-grade turf soccer fields in the 9th and Van Brunt. And in addition to funding and construction of these items, Street Soccer USA will also provide a maintenance, replacement, event, and programming. Parks Recreation Department will provide a site grading, field drainage, concrete sidewalk, aggregate base, and stormwater protection. So essentially, we're going to do the site preparation, and they're going to come back and install the soccer fields for us. With that, if you have questions that you may have.
So it's a total of 650. We'll use
Yes.
450, up to 450.
Up
from
to
the
450
grants.
from their side, 190 from our side.
Okay, thank you. Move to approve. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Second.
There we go.
I'll just note, Street Soccer's been here a number of times to meet with us and appreciate very much their partnership and excited to have this going in time for World Cup. So all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item has passed. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32980, considering board approval for the Rose Society to hire a preservation consultant to write a nomination to submit the Luce Park Rose Garden to the National Register of Historic Places. Deputy Director Wong.
Commissioners, Luce Park was established in 1937. The Rose Garden was one of the first creations in the park, located at the northeast entrance of the park. And the Rose Garden is an important component of the Parkland Boulevard system and has been recognized by the World Federation of Rose Societies and American Rose Society. And the Western Garden is dedicated to World War II heroes. The Rose Garden Society will be submitting the Rose Garden to the National Register of Historical Places and will be hiring a preservation consultant to write the nomination. I have Sil Milstein here. You want to say a few words? Sure. All right.
Great.
Thanks, James. Hi, I don't think except for Mr. Cotton, and Carmen, and James. I don't think I recognize anyone, but I am the author of the National Register of Historic Places nomination for and this was in 2016 that it was approved, the Kansas City, Missouri Parks and Boulevard System, the core system. So at any rate, fast forward to what you just presented today. This would be for a nomination of Luce Park, which would include several contributing resources, including the Rose Garden. So it's the greater park with all the features that register the requirements for their integrity and significance, which again includes the Rose Garden.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item is passed. Good luck to you on
Thank
the
you.
application. Thank
There
you.
you
All right, next item on the agenda is resolution number 32981, considering board approval of a liquor selling, eating, and drinking establishment application for the warehouse on Broadway. Deputy Director Wong.
Commissioners, we have received an application for a liquor selling, eating, and a drinking establishment to be located at 3951 Broadway Boulevard, also known as Warehouse on Broadway. So per the Parkway and Boulevard standards, these use types are required your approval prior to being heard by the City Planning Commission.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve resolution number 32981?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item has passed. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32982, considering board approval of amendment number 3 to the memorandum of understanding with the Water Services Division. To add 6 locations to the agreement, which establishes maintenance responsibilities between the two departments for certain capital projects. Deputy Director Wong.
Commissioners, the Director of Water Services and Director of Parks and Rec initially entered into a MOU back on July the 2nd, 2019. And then that MOU established maintenance responsibilities for certain capital projects. And that MOU was amended twice to include additional park sites. This Amendment 3 will add 6 more locations. Waterline installation at Frank Vedic Park, waterline installation at the Memorial Hill, waterline installation at the Jerry Smith Park, and green infrastructure installation at Mill Creek Park, green infrastructure installation at Blue Valley Recreation Center Park, and a green infrastructure installation at the Dr. Jeremy Cameron Park.
So Deputy Director Wong, this is just setting forth what water is going to do versus what park's going to do?
Yes,
Okay.
just to prevent further confusion, when they install like a detention pond or park. So we're outlining that they will be maintaining for the walkway. Usually they call like a maintenance pass along the pond, and we'll be responsible for certain landscaping, but they will be maintaining those green infrastructure planting in the pond. Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you.
Very helpful. Move to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item has passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32983, considering board approval of the cooperative agreement with the North Kansas City School District for the Searcy Creek Greenway. Deputy Director Wong.
Commissioners, Searcy Creek Greenway project is funded with 2nd District Pike. and is to install a ADA parking space on the southeast corner of the existing parking at the Maple Park Middle School. And also will install a walking path from that parking lot to the playground and then shelter in the park. So under the agreement, we will provide an initial installation, and North Kansas City School District will be responsible for the annual maintenance, mowing and snow removal of the improvements. So by doing that, our residents will be able to park on their parking lot and, walk to our playground and shelter.
Thank you.
A much needed add, so happy to see this happening.
Thank you.
Move to approve?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item has passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32984, considering board approval of the bid award to Mega KC for Yvonne Starks Wilson Park in the amount of $3,145,000. Deputy Director Wong.
Commissioners, a request for proposal for a design build services were advertised in November 2024 for improvements to the Yvonne Stark Wilson Park. And that park is located close to the stadium. And new improvements will include a concrete walking loop trail, 70 additional parking spaces, synthetic soccer field, lighting for field and parking lot, baseball court replacement, a retention pond, restroom, interior signage, and a landscaping. So Mega KC's the price submittal is $3,145,000, and this is one of the projects we try to get it done before the World Cup. So we're moving ahead pretty rapidly. Our goal is to try to get everything done by May 1st, 2026.
Can I just say, I am so delighted to see movement on this. I would imagine that Senator Wilson would be ecstatic too. So this is a great way to remember her. So thank you.
You're here.
Thank you.
Move to approve?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Item is passed. And I know we've had neighborhood members coming to talk to us about this one, so I hope they're excited as well.
Yeah.
Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32985, considering board approval of a design professional agreement with Renaissance Infrastructure Consulting for the Blue River Trail, Martha Truman Road to Old Missouri Pacific Trails, and pedestrian bridge project in the amount of $339,504.51. Deputy Director Wong.
Commissioners, this is one of those Blue River trails down south, south of Minor Park. That includes a trail segment on both the east side and west side of Blue River, which includes a pedestrian bridge across the river. The agreement will provide the design of a pedestrian bridge, bridge abutments, stream bank protection, and trail segments. So this project is funded with $1.5 million federal TAP grant, and also PIKE dollars for the design. And then there will be participations or 19 and 14 for MB and WB.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve resolution number 32985?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item has passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32986, considering board approval of a design professional agreement with Landworks Studio for an outdoor recreation legacy program matching grant for the Swope Park Improvements Project in the amount of $642,790. Deputy Director Wong.
Commissioners, the Swope Park Improvements Project is programmed with $4.25 million federal grant, National Park Service, OLAP federal grant. So the improvements will include the northwest portion of the park, which includes a trail, destination playground, renovations to 5 shelters, the bandstand, and pedestrian and bike safety enhancement in the park. The design professional agreement will include constructive design, public engagement, preliminary design, and construction documents. Our goal is trying to get the design done and start the construction next year and to use that federal grant.
Great. I have a motion to approve resolution number 32986.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Appreciate the federal support on this one, so thank you. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item has passed. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 32987, considering board approval of change order number 2 with Don Delinger and Sons Construction Company for the Tony Aguirre Outdoor Pool Design Project to extend the contract time to November 1st, 2025. Deputy Director Wong.
Commissioner, Commissioners, the Tony Gray Community Center Auto Pool Project is a huge success. It was opened on July the 7th this year. You know, it's been stay busy since then. So this change order 2 is a no-cost time extension only, change order to extend the time to November 1st, 2025. The time extension will allow the contractor to finish punch list items such as the painting, caulking, patching, hardware that will take place after the pool is closed and drained for the season. So we don't want to impact the operation of the pool.
May I-
Move to approve. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item has passed, and I agree that it was a great summer at that pool, so thank you. Final item on the agenda is resolution number 32988, considering board approval of amendment number 1 to the design professional services agreement with Confluence for the Bruce R. Watkins Connector Community Park Project in the amount of $558,479 and extending the contract time by 365 days after the notice to proceed. Deputy Director Wong.
Commissioners, the Bruce Watkins Connector Park project is funded with a $4 million federal HUD grant. And back in '24, the park board approved an agreement with Conference to provide public engagement, conceptual design, preliminary design, and design develop. So far they have almost done with the federal environmental review, and they have narrowed down the scope. We'll be one of the largest skate park in the spot, you know, on Brush Creek, you know, between Prospect and Benton. And then, so the Amendment 1 will continue to have professional services with Conference to provide construction documents, bidding assistance, and construction administration. Our goal is trying to finish design towards the end of the year and start bidding early next year. Again, I want to capture that $4 million federal grant.
Move to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item has passed. Thank you, Deputy Director Wong.
Thank you.
All right. Will Director Cotton please provide the director's update to the board?
Yes, thank you. 63rd and Zoo Drive intersection, construction, as you can see, is in progress. Completion is expected to be done in November. Hodge Park pickleball courts, construction is in progress. Courts expected to be completed by the end of the month. Spring Valley Park shelters, prefabricated shelters are in fabrication. The Berry Road Park restroom, the CXT unit has been delivered. Frank Vayadek Park shelter installation is substantially complete. 17th and Jarboe Triangle Park, construction is in progress there. Sunnyside Park pickleball courts, ribbon cutting was held on 8/26. The reinvigorated Brush Creek maintenance crew pruned 175 trees, removed honeysuckle at the southeast corner of Paseo and MLK Parkway since we last met. We've cleaned up illegal dumping at Gorman Pool, Swope Park Dog Park, and Blue River Road. We've had honeysuckle removal at Waterworks Park. Staff have begun winterizing the splash pads. September 12th through 14th, we have the Brush Creek Art Walk. September 13th at 6 o'clock, we have the Mobile Music Box concert in Roanoke Park. The recirculation system at the Loose Park Pond has been reactivated after being off for the past 8 years. The fall 2025 program guide is out. I already said about the Brush Creek Art Walk, and I have an update from Melinda Minks on the Ethnic Festival. Melinda.
Yay.
Well, I don't always get up to a cheer, but I like that. Would you hand these back to the commissioners? Come on in, Natalie. Couple of things that I have, and then I'm going to turn over to Natalie. Natalie's learning about Parks and Recreation and about the Ethnic Enrichment Festival, which is a great thing. We had more emphasis this year on social media, and thanks in great part to the young people on our staff, especially Natalie, who's making really great improvements in our existing festival in updating, not only updating, but making them a little more tech savvy, as it were. She'll talk to you about the new software that we have for organizing things. We did have 4 new countries this year: Sudan, Tahiti, Hong Kong, and Palestine. And we had quite a large round of applause, positive cheering from the attendees when Palestine was introduced at the Parade of Flags. That was very cool to see. And Palestine themselves have been very appreciative and have been very much outgoing in gathering media concerns for the festival and for the Ethnic Commission. We did have caution, however, because of the unrest throughout the country And throughout the world, the festival committee decided to invest in a real fence this year, which we did. It was a 6-foot high chain link fence, went completely around the footprint of the festival. It looked professional. We looked good this year. We look good all year, but this looked better, and it was very well received by the commission and the risk management group that we met with almost ad nauseum. Just knowing that we were going to be protected and that we were doing everything that we could to forego any issues. And it did give us a more legitimate appearance. New this year was a memorial wall of photos of commissioners that we've lost and our founders. Our last founders passed away in 2024, Carl early in the year, and then Carol Duncan in November. And that was the last of our founders, but we did have pictures and years of service on the memorial wall. And there is a special page, I think it's page 10 in the program, that talks about the founders and those who came before and the organizations that were part of the founding of who we are today. And who we are today stands very strong in our community as far as our city is concerned. And you know, when people point to say, hey, if they don't have problems at the ethnic festival, why should we have problems in the world? You know, it's just that kind of a thing. We also this year had the fire department. They read about the festival on our social media. Thank you, Natalie, and asked if they could come. And who are we to say no? We can be canceled by the health department or the fire department. We says, absolutely, you can come. And so they came, and we gave them a spot on sponsor row, and they had over 350 people learn hands-only CPR. That's pretty cool for them to offer that. And then they also talked about smoke alarms, and they said they would be back. We gave them gratis this year, and next year I said, we're gonna have to charge you. And they said, that's fine. So they'll be back. Our other sponsors were State Farm, Harvesters, and Capital Vacations. We did have warm weather this year. It was an average of 95, 96 the entire 3 days. But you know what? People still came. They did not spend as long a time there, and they carried their food out. So it was a kind of a cash and carry or credit card and carry program this year. But people did run out of food. It was not a case where we were concerned that we'd have a lot of leftovers. That was not the case. So all good. We did have over 39,000 people that came this year. That's kids and adults. And it was, they did enjoy the food, the music, the dance, and fashions that we had. I'm going to introduce to you Natalie Krieger, who is a fairly new staffer here. She's been with us, I think, a little more than 6 months. And she has, I said I wasn't going to do this, but this is the new mini me. She's learning my job, and I will eventually retire, but there's not a clock on it yet, I'm told. So that's a good thing. And Natalie has just made some wonderful strides. So I'm going to turn it over to her. Natalie?
Thank you.
Hello. So yeah, as Melinda mentioned, social media has been a big thing, of course, the newer generation. Previously, last year, they only made one post about it. But this year I did a lot of posts, so there was a lot of engagement on there. And we did get a lot of media coverage from 4 different news stations, including Telemundo. So it reached international audiences. And then as mentioned, we did use digital tickets this year with Eventini, this new platform. It was a good way to get pre-sales, and over 80% of the tickets were checked in. There was over 3,000 sales that included just regular purchase tickets, and then including the sponsor passes and nonprofit passes. We did do an online survey this year. I'm not quite sure if that's been done before, but we got 170 responses. Majority of the age group was 18 to 59, and still word of mouth is the primary way that people hear about the event. As mentioned with the weather, people did request, more shaded water stations and all of that stuff. But overwhelmingly, people said they would attend again, and it was a lot of great feedback about this cultural learning opportunities. Kelly Turner, who's responsible for composting and leading that effort, she's not able to be here today, but they collected 7,100 pounds of compost in total. 910 pounds of glass, and 3,000 pounds of mixed recycling. And there was over 315 volunteer hours put into the event.
Very good. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Very good. Great job.
Yeah, thank you, Melinda and Natalie. I mean,
And I love the succession planning. Very good. I love the succession planning. I love that. Very good.
Well, thank you. I mean, always a successful event. Glad to hear it was this year, and especially with kind of the unknowns with the political environment. So I'm glad the fence worked out, you know, and all of that. So thank you for being on top of that, so people still felt safe while they were there. So appreciate that.
All right, we have one more update. Jody's going to give us an update on the summer camp program.
Good afternoon,
Jody.
Commissioners. I believe you guys should all have one of these in your packet. Hopefully that's kind of a really good snapshot of some information about summer camp. Kind of go over it a little bit. As you can see, we had a total program participants of over 4,436 to be total. That includes our upper room programming along with our summer camp programming. We have summer camp programs at 7 locations, and then upper room utilizes 3 of our buildings. And then with that breakdown, with just our summer camp participants, like it says, we got 2,656 campers that came through summer camp this year. That's up by 330 campers from last year. Looking at all of that, we had increases in our programs across the board for the most part, except for at Line Creek. Not necessarily worried about Line Creek, and that the main difference in that one was really they didn't overfill 9 of their 10 weeks like they did last year. Rather, they only filled about 4 of the weeks. So, but otherwise, we can see that the rest of the programs are growing steadily. Outdoor Adventure Camp this is its 2nd year at Camp Lake of the Woods. So seeing that increase is fantastic. As we know, we can continue to develop that program. We actually have space at that program and everything. Looking at Southeast program and see it continue to grow and thrive is fantastic. A lot of our numbers probably could be higher, except for our significant wait lists. And everything. And I think as we're continuing to try and come up with ways to tackle that situation, I guess one positive note in that is that we actually were able to take last year our wait list was 124 more kids than it was this year. So we have been able to address that a little bit. However, one of our opportunities this year of how we're going to try and continue to tackle that is we're going to add in Greg Clyde's Community Center next year. We have been working with their staff and everything, especially this past summer. They spent time at some of our other locations to kind of learn about the program and make sure the staff understands the process of it all and really kind of get excited about when it's their turn to start programming that. So we're very excited about that. We hope that that'll offer just one more opportunity in the middle of the city, but even more so that maybe it will kind of help take some load off of the wait list for Tony and Westport, which are both pretty significant. Let's see here. In addition to that, hopefully by 2027, we're going to work towards adding Mary Williams Neal back as a camp location. We have tried this in the past and kind of run into some struggles and everything. We're going to continue the efforts to reintroduce that community center as an all ages facility rather than just an active aging community center. So that is a big one. And with that will be a focus on expanding programs that really emphasize all ages and everything, as well as to continue offering our active aging programming and everything. And that'll include as we fill newly vacated or soon to be vacated positions at that location to really focus on a balance of programming where we really look at emphasizing all of that. And hopefully by working with the community and everything, we'll be able to really reinvigorate that location with youth and we can make that program run there. With that, we also have some big challenges with our wait list in that 5 of our 7 locations have almost reached or have maxed out their capacity at their facilities. So we are struggling on where else to put kiddos. The next thing would be additional staff to support any future growth. We have maxed out, I think, the list of existing seasonal staff that we have come in. So that's always one of those additional challenges to make sure that we keep that ratio of campers to kids at an acceptable level. We might have to reconfigure some of our locations to kind of help with those location space challenges that we have to see how we can make it work best for everybody. And then lastly, one of the other big challenges is that our Northland locations continue to be the highest demand locations. However, those 2 locations are tasked with serving the entire Northland, which is one of the biggest challenges that we face. We have tried to find alternate locations in the past, and it's something that we continue to try. We have just been unsuccessful as of yet. So, and then our survey results, you can kind of see looking through those. On the wood and roll again, we have, actually I'll start up here at the returning camper and the new campers. Looking at those numbers, we can look at I have 24's numbers with me, which is 55% for new campers and 45% for returning. So we're doing really well there. Wood and roll again, in 25 it was 93%, in 24 it was 91. And recommend to others, 25 is 94, 24 is 92. Overall satisfaction for 25, we had 92%. For 24, we had 90. Let's see. This is a new question. The camper felt welcome, so I don't have any information from 24. Good value, 25 was at 80%, 24 was at 84. And then the good facilities, 25 is 84, 24 was 76. Convenient location, 25 was 83, 24 is 92. Primary reasoning for that is that many of our locations are filling up, and so people are being forced to go outside of their regular area that they would want to be in. Staff courteousness, 86% in 25, 89% in 24. Accommodated needs, that's another new question that we added. And then well prepared, in 25 we had 82%, in 24 we had 79%. So yeah.
Well, congratulations. This is
It's a lot of kids. It's a lot of staff time. It's a lot of work and energy, but our staff really enjoy it. We had a lot of great feedback, positive feedback. Many of them hope to expand. We want to expand the program. I'm like, okay, let's see if we can do that. And they want more weeks. And I'm just like, all right, we'll see. 10 is a lot.
10 is a lot.
So, but yeah, thank you.
Can I say
Great
kudos on the presentation of this? I love the also the notes of what the increase looked like from previous years. So kudos on that. I'm curious, can you remind me how many community centers we have?
We have 10.
10 total. And so I know you were saying Greg Kleiss will be added next year, and then we're working on a plan for
Mary Williams.
Mary Williams. And so
we also utilize Camp Lake of the Woods.
okay, very good. So then that will remain. What is the one that won't have a program?
Marlboro.
Okay.
Yeah, we have had upper room at that location,
Right.
and they've opted to not want to return just because of the size and the spacing concerns that go with it, with the lack of being able to be inside, outside, and then just the facility size in itself. It really limits what they can do.
Okay, so we're growing to have 100% over maybe the next 2 years or so.
Yeah, we've tried summer camp at Marlboro many years back. We oftentimes ended up just bringing those kids to Southeast.
Yeah.
So it's not something that we won't do. It's just definitely something that as we continue to figure out how to meet all those needs, we'll see what we can do and everything.
Very good. Well, thank you. Love this, how thorough the report is too. Great job.
Thank you.
And Jody, sorry. You mentioned that it sounded like just the one feedback one that went down was good value. Did we reduce or did we increase costs this year, the price for people to attend or? And sorry, we did.
We did. Yeah, we did. I think we added, we increased the registration fee by $5.
Okay.
Partly, we added in EPACT, that system to allow us to have better
Record
management
keeping.
of records and everything. And so there was really that. Other than that, that was about it.
In the past 2 years, we went from $80 a week to $100 a week. So in the past 2 summers, we made that change.
Yeah.
Prior to last summer, but it could be coming out in the survey now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I just,
We're still
No,
80%
absolutely.
saying it was a good value.
yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
$100 a week is,
We have a lot of families
Hopefully
that reach out
can-
and say that it's extremely affordable for everything that we offer. And, you know, a lot of that is utilizing our partnerships within our own department, and then utilizing groups like Total Man to provide us that food option and that kind of stuff. So it really allows us to provide a really robust program with trying to be as fiscally responsible as possible.
I did have a question around the accommodated needs.
Mhm.
In the survey, was there an opportunity for survey participants to talk about what needs
Yes.
were and were not accommodated?
Yeah, and then for the most part, all of the comments pieces in there said that their needs were accommodated, that they really didn't have anything much to say, that they felt like there was a lot of focus put on making sure that everybody had that access that they needed. I could probably go back through again and point out and pull out any of additional information. I think there were probably like 12 comments because we allowed that option at the very end of the survey or at the bottom of that question. If they wanted to put in a comment, then they could and everything.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious about what those needs are and if any of them
Typically,
are
it's more
facility-based.
space.
Okay, that's, yeah.
Yeah, more space and longer camp. That's one of the ones that we ended up with a lot.
because summers, it doesn't cover the entire
Yeah, so summer
break.
typically runs 12
Yeah.
weeks and the program runs 10. So they really would love to have those other 2 weeks covered.
Yeah.
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 So.
I want to just note, I mean, I don't think you mentioned it, but some of the field trips
Oh.
they got to do is really fun.
Yeah,
so
no.
Thank you for.
Yeah, definitely. Those field trips are fantastic and the kids love them. There's some of these that this is the only opportunity that the kids would have to go on some of these, whether it be the Royals game or Worlds of Fun, or, you know, to Current Stadium, that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun. And we try really hard each year to come up with field trips that will be exciting for the kids and try not to repeat them too often, except for the ones that we know are big, which is the Worlds of Fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So-
you'll go to Worlds of Fun
Worlds
every
of Fun
summer.
comes every
yeah.
year.
Well, thank you. Great summer. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's it?
That's it.
I did just want to shout out a couple of things. One, Commissioner Taylor, who's not here, is receiving the Athena Award from the Chamber of Commerce. And so just, while we can't, celebrate her in person, just very proud of her for that and well-deserved. So I think that's the end of the month is when she gets that recognition. And then also, I just wanted to say, Natalie, you're talking about social media. The parks Instagram is what I see, but it's been a lot of content and very witty. So just thank you to see that increased communications and information about what's going on around park system. It's really fun. So thank you. All right, we will now move into public hearing. Do we have any members of the public who wish to address the board? Public testimony is limited to 2 minutes. We'll have a timer running and you'll need to end your testimony when that goes off. Our first person is Allison Troutwine. Good to see you.
Of course.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Allison Troutwine. I'm here to represent the Health Sciences Community Improvement District. We are asking for park support for a long-term lease agreement to the curators of the University of Missouri for the park's property located at 25th and Gillum. Just to orient us, you'll see in the first picture, that's UMKC School of Dentistry right behind. Children's Mercy is located a little to the north, and it's along the mobility lane. I presented to the Parks Development Review Committee. They were supportive of our request to convert this closed slip lane, which we are grateful that it was closed, but we'd like to convert it into green space. This is an important east-west connection to Crown Center, and it's an eyesore. We'd like to add monument signage and really make this a more welcoming plaza, which was outlined in our vision plan. I'm happy to help answer any questions, and we're simply asking for your support to move this forward as a long-term lease. If you have feedback about the rendering or our draft plan, happy to listen to that feedback.
I think it's a beautiful plan. I had a chance to visit, and knowing all the momentum going on in the Health Sciences District with UMKC, University Health, I mean, MCC's over there, Jackson County, there's just so much happening there. This would be an important move to really beautify this area, make it more safe for folks. It's a pretty busy intersection.
Yes.
And it's just something that is much, much needed and long overdue.
Thank you.
Agreed. I met you over there to
Thank
walk
you.
it, and,
Yes.
and I definitely could see how some safety improvements would be beneficial. I guess, Director Cotton, my question for you is what would be next steps if,
Just to work out an agreement, bring it to the board for approval.
so.
I don't know that I got an invitation to come through, so
I
I
would love
haven't
to
been
meet you
by,
over there.
so
If you'd like
if
to,
you
I
follow
can
up.
follow up with you and show you the space. And it's families and children that are getting care at Children's Mercy navigate that from Ronald McDonald House. We would just love to make this a better, safer connection. I'll follow up with you. Thank you.
Lana, can you work on the document? Yep. Then, thank you. Thank you, Allison. Any other members of the public? All right.
All right.
Do we have a motion to move into closed session?
Yeah, move that the Parks Board go into closed session pursuant to section 610.021 subsection 1 of the revised statutes of Missouri to discuss legal matters, litigation, or privileged communications with attorneys pursuant to section 610.021 subsection 2 of the revised statutes of Missouri to discuss real estate.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We will move into closed session. Our next meeting will be held October 21st, 2025 at 5:00 PM. Thank you.